Hello again, first grade. So before we start our spelling words today, I wanted to take us to a word that I have mentioned it, but I don't think I've ever really fully explained to you what it is. It is this word. That word is kind of a big word, and we might not be totally sure how to read it, so I broke it down for you. All right. And I have our word marked and broken up into pieces so it's easier to read one chunk at a time. All right, the first thing I'll say is before we read the first part, right before the dot, let's see, is this a vowel? Is z a vowel? No, it's not because it's blocked. How about ol? Is that a vowel? It is not a vowel. All right, so that means that since we don't have any other vowels in this part of our word, we know that this has to be making a vowel sound, right? Because nothing else there is a vowel, and we need every chunk of an English word has to have a vowel in it. All right, so when we get to this word, let's say the first vowel sound of this. What's the first? Let's see, first of all, let's go through its four sounds. Good, the four sounds of this are y, I, E. All right, but y is a consonant sound, so we're going to ignore it for right now. So our vowel sounds for this are I, E. All right, and we start with trying the first sound of a phonogram if we're not sure. So here we know we need the first vowel sound, so that would be I. All right, let's say the sounds in the first chunk of this word. All right, one more time. Good. S, I, O, sill. All right, let's keep going. All right, this is underlined, so that means it's saying it's what? Good, it's name. So we would say, good, ol, a, lay. So we have, so far we have sill, lay. And then this is a silent final E, so we wouldn't say it. All right, so let's put the chunks of our word together. What's this one? Good, sill, lay, bull. All right, let's put those chunks together now. Syllable, syllable. All right, syllable. All right, this is a two-way word. When we're speaking this word, we usually say syllable, syllable. So I would put that two-way thinking cap on top of this. And wow, isn't that fun how we can use what we know about English and the markings of the words, if we have it marked, to go ahead and help us read a big word that we might not have been able to read by ourselves. All right, so this word is one more time. Good, it's syllable is how we say it. To spell it, syllable is how we say it when we're speaking. So we've talked about syllables. We talked about a kind of syllable with a vowel at the end. What do we call that? Nice job if you said an open syllable. Right, an open syllable just means the vowel's at the end of the syllable. So the syllable can say its name. All right, so we've talked a little bit about a kind of a syllable, but do we know, I don't know if we know what a syllable is yet. You might have learned it in kindergarten last year, but if you're new to our school or if you didn't learn it last year, I want to make sure you know, because a lot of our English rules have to do with syllables. All right, so a syllable is a chunk of a word. We know that we can have a word that's just one syllable, right? Like most of the words that we've been working on so far have been just one syllable. And that means that there's just one vowel or one vowel group in our word, because our vowels are what define our syllables. And our vowels are, can you tell me what they are? All right, remember our vowels are the letters that are not blocked by anything when we say them. So a, ah. That's the first one when I'm going through my alphabet is a, ah. Look, nothing's blocking the sound at all. All right, so our vowels are, tell me any you know. All right, A. And when we're just talking about vowels, it's okay to use the letter names. A, E, I, O, U, and then Y, remember, when it's making anything but its first sound. So those are our vowels, A, E, I, O, U, always, sometimes Y. All right, so a syllable is a word, well, it's a chunk of a word that is one vowel and the consonants that go with it. All right, so every syllable has one vowel sound, we can say, because we know that, like we learned our ow, o, right? Those are, that makes a vowel, boo. That makes a vowel sound even though it's two letters. And actually a better example of that would be this phonogram. Class, what's this phonogram? Good, this one's E, A, but those work together, all right? So our syllable has one vowel, or we can say one vowel sound, because this is a vowel sound when it's in a word, but there's actually two vowels that make it up. So a syllable has one vowel sound. And then it also has any consonants that go with that vowel. All right. So syllables, one vowel sound, any consonants that go with the vowel. The way that we find our syllables, and again, we'll learn a little bit more about why finding the syllables is important. To find the syllables in a word, we put our hand on our chin. Put your hand on your chin for me and say the word, not broken apart, just like we would say it when we're usually speaking. Like if I wanted to find out how many syllables were in the word bottle, I just put my hand on my chin, I say bottle. All right, bottle. As many times as my chin goes down, that's how many syllables are in my word. So watch, bottle. All right, so I know how many syllables are in that word. You put your hand on your chin. Say the word bottle. Bottle. Show me on your fingers how many times your chin went down. I hope you're showing me this. If you're not, it's just because it takes us a little bit of time to practice finding the syllables. So if you're still struggling a little bit, you can just go around your house looking at words and trying to figure out how many syllables are in them. And then you can ask a parent or an older brother or sister or auntie or someone to help you if you're not totally sure. So let's see, if I wanted to say, oh, chair, I see a chair over there. I wonder how many syllables are in chair. Chair. Put your hand on your chin, say it, chair. Show me how many times your chin went down. Just one, right? So that means there's only one syllable in chair. Let's see, let's try another one. I'm just using the nouns that I'm seeing around me. Scissors, put your hand on your chin. Scissors. Show me how many syllables. Excellent, there are two syllables in scissors. Scissors. So remember, we're not taking the word apart into all its sounds. We're just saying it like we normally would. Feeling with our hand how many times our chin goes down. Scissors. Ooh, let's do eraser. Just using the nouns I see around me. Put your hand under your chin. Eraser. Show me. Eraser. Is this what you got? Watch, eraser. All right, so eraser has 3 syllables in it. You can try practicing with your name, with anything you see around you, with names of people in your families. But one skill we want to be working on definitely is finding the syllables in a word really quickly, all right? Because when we're in class and we're doing our syllables, it's like, okay, we have to find the syllables. Put your hand on your chin, say it. I want to see how fast you can show me the syllables. And then when you're in class, which some of you may be right now, some of you aren't, when your teacher asks you how many syllables and you do that, just show them right here on your chest. If you're sticking the answer way up in the air, well, then whoever's behind you might not be finding the syllables themselves. They might just say, I know they have the right number of syllables, so I'm going to put what they said, and then they're not going to learn how to find the syllables themselves. So you always want to show me or your teacher however many syllables it is. Maybe it's a 10-syllable word. I don't know if we have words that are that many syllables. But whatever number you're going to be showing your teacher, make sure you're showing it to them secretly, just where just they see and not everyone behind you. All right, so to review, a syllable is a chunk of a word that had, or a word itself, if it's only one syllable, that has one vowel sound and all the consonants that go with it. All right, and the way that we can find the syllables, remember, since our vowels, our mouths are more open. E, E, our mouths are more open. That's what lets us feel our chin going down with each syllable. Each vowel makes our chin go down. And so that gives us a count of our vowel sounds. And then that gives us a count of our syllables. All right, nice job, first grade. I know we didn't have much to write, we just read and listened, but thank you so much if you are listening carefully, because this is an important thing for us to know about and to practice.